Can I help you? Can I help you? What's wrong?
People always ask me what the strangest thing about owning a dog is. My answer is always the same. My dog once argued with me using what sounded like actual words. The first time I heard it, I froze. I know dogs can't speak English, but what came out of his mouth sounded so real that I almost screamed. The funniest part, that was only the beginning. The longer we lived together, the more talkative he became. And if you knew what this dog had been through before we met, you'd understand why I've never regretted bringing him home.
We can't go to that park. Remember last time we went to the park and you jumped in front of them cyclists? We can't do that again.
Before he came into my life, Mimosa had been returned to the shelter 3 different times. It wasn't because he was aggressive. People simply couldn't handle his endless energy. Every time someone came to meet him, he'd jump, spin in circles, bark nonstop, and act like a tiny tornado. Most people took one look and walked away.
You can ask for some. That wasn't very nice.
Even the shelter staff tried to convince me to choose another dog. They warned me that Mimosa was too hyper, too difficult, and would probably be more trouble than he was worth. But the longer I watched him, the more I felt he wasn't a bad dog. He was just a dog that had never been truly understood. So I smiled and said, I'll take him.
Look at Dumb and Dumber. Just 2 idiots. Just 2 assholes in a pod.
Surprisingly, only a few days after I brought him home, Mimosa became seriously sick. I found myself making repeated trips to the veterinarian, and during that time, we were together almost every minute of the day. Since I worked from home, he was always by my side while he recovered.
You're being a bully, and nobody likes a bully. Don't you hit me! Don't you hit me!
I thought once he got better, he'd become more independent. Instead, he seemed to decide that I was his whole world. If I sat down to work, he had to keep at least one paw on my lap. If I stood up, he followed me immediately. As long as he was touching me somehow, he was happy.
Mimosa LaChandre. Did you hit? Don't hit me. Why would you hit me? Don't hit me.
Then one day, something unbelievable happened. I was eating lunch while Mimosa stared at my plate, hoping I'd share. I told him no. Right after that, he made a string of sounds that didn't sound like barking or howling. It honestly sounded like he was complaining because I wouldn't give him any food.
Every time I got food, you think you're supposed to have some.
I stood there completely speechless before bursting into laughter. It was one of those moments that felt both hilarious and impossible. The only thought running through my mind was, wait, did my dog just talk back to me?
So I got me a new man. You like him?
After that day, Mimosa only became more vocal. Whenever he wanted a treat, he didn't just stare at me.
Leave me alone.
He'd walk over, gently tap my leg, and make those same funny sounds as if he were reminding me to hurry up.
What's wrong? Huh?
Before long, every day felt like an ongoing conversation between us. I'd say something, and Mimosa would answer in his own unique language. Sometimes it sounded like he was arguing. Sometimes it felt like he was negotiating. Other times, he seemed to be grumbling about how unfair life was.
Can you get out of my face, please?
Eventually, I realized something pretty funny. Mimosa had figured out that whenever he talked, I'd laugh and usually give him a treat.
Every day.
So naturally, he had every reason to keep the conversation going.
Bro, grow the fuck up.
The thing that surprises everyone is how deep and loud his voice is. Before Mimosa, I'd never heard a dog make sounds that resembled human speech so closely. Whenever friends visit, they almost always stop mid-conversation and ask, "Did your dog just say something?"
What you got an attitude about today?
But underneath all those hilarious arguments is one of the sweetest dogs I've ever known. He loves hugs, loves being petted, and always wants to stay close to me. If I disappear for even a few minutes, he'll immediately come looking for me. People often ask if I trained him to talk.
Can I help you?
The answer is no. I never taught him, and I couldn't make him do it even if I tried. This is simply Mimosa's own way of communicating with the people he loves.
What? You don't like it?
Honestly, I think I may have played a small part in it.
What else?
I talk to Mimosa all day long like he's another person in the house. Maybe after hearing me constantly chatting with him, he decided it was only fair to answer back. Sometimes his attitude even reminds me a little too much of myself.
I don't care about your attitude. Ah! Well, you always cussing. I don't care.
Whenever I remember that Mimosa was returned 3 separate times, my heart still hurts. People only saw an overly energetic dog. They never looked past that to see the loving soul underneath a dog who simply wanted someone willing to understand him.
Windows?
Looking back, I don't think the best thing I ever did was give Mimosa a home. The best thing was giving him a chance after the world had turned him away again and again. Every time I hear him complain, grumble, or try to debate with me, I can't help but smile, because I know that the dog nobody wanted finally found someone who will always listen.
What's wrong?
If Mimosa's story and his hilarious conversations made you smile today, I'd love for you to share it with someone else. I truly believe every dog has a unique personality and its own special way of showing love. Sometimes all they need is someone willing to listen.
You don't scare nobody. You're not scary. You don't want to get fat like your mama.